It's the Transport Fever 2 Tiny Map Challenge. This is episode 20, and I'm Stephen Spry. G'day! Last time we set up trams for our friend, at long last, mainly because we were going to plug in a passenger line between Windermere and, oh my gosh, yeah, all those signals, and Stowmarket. Now, we already have a train doing Stowmarket. So the first question is, do we combine that train with this train, or do we just let that one go? And the question is, yeah, it's not doing good, is it? No, it's not. Okay, where are you? 18 out of 32. Can you reduce the costs on that? How can we reduce costs? We have an expensive general, right? The general is that one, $79 a year. Yep. And everything else, basically, except for those ones, are cheaper. Because it has the Russian class, 84. That's dearer. That's 36. That's better. Cheap. That's 40. Okay, that's ridiculous. Okay, so we could just swap out there and save 40 grand a year for starters. Hey, I'm up for that. And we don't have enough passengers happening. Oh, you're on the wrong end. Shift, click. Thank you. We certainly don't have 32 capacity anymore. We did at the start, but yeah. Okay, and that's only going to cost you. Done deal. Make it all blue, please. Make it all blue. That's that one. Right. Okay, that's that fixed up. So I guess that answers the question about this line. Well, it's not behaving. It's not. It's flip-flopping. Correct. We have to. Well, that's because of all the changes that I made in the yard and so on. And oh, hello. Haven't heard from you for a while, have I? That must mean my other laptop's turned on. Okay. You were saying? Yeah, because of all the changes I made in the yard here, and I lost signals that I was using as waypoints. Oh, is that what happened? Yes. And the same over here, because it just comes in and goes back. Well, you know the no flip-flopping rule? There are to be no flip-flops. There you go. Ooh, does that do it for you? Let's have a look. That one would be better. Local packs. And we do the complete round and round thing. We do. Right. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that this works. Oh, you and me both. General again? Oh, come on, these two. Well, that's dearer. You can go, no, alright, go general, hang on, 79. Borsig will work. He's pretty strong. He does the same speed as the general, and it's all flat. And the Borsig works well on the flat. But the poor driver, bad luck. Passengers, Bavarians, how many are you going to put on? That many. You think? Hey, look, that's a good start. Oh, we've got private train. That's right, you sacked him and sent him off for a vacation. Better be careful then. You, yes. I'm going to make you green. That's pretty. Ooh, pretty awful. Darker. That's better. And you can now go on to local packs, and you're still in solitary. Okay, Northern Portal Train Depot. Come out wherever you are. Here we go. Local packs. So the first couple of times this guy does his thing, there's not going to be much action at the stations. Really? Yes, really, because the people have got to get from the residential areas up here via the trams. Look at this flat business. It's busy. You need more trams. You just want to see more trams. Okay. Manage vehicles. 2 more trams. That should shut them up. Thank you. Okay, you were saying. Well, the first time we have no one at the station. See, we're going to Windermere. Yes. And there's 0 packs waiting for the local packs. And similarly down here, there won't be anybody waiting for the local packs down here yet, because they're probably still all up here and haven't got into the station. Right, so what you're saying then is we should go on to triple speed, quadruple speed, yep, and just let it do a lap or two for the sake of doing a lap or two until the passenger numbers build up. That sounds like a plan, and that will give us a good indication of whether our changes to this one with the slower, cheaper train and the reduced numbers are working properly. Okay, alright, so we're not going on a cab ride? Oh, you won that race, you got out quickly. No, not yet. Oh, okay. While we're waiting for them to just sort of get settled in, let's have a look at what is needed here. What's needed here is probably not much, surely. Okay, well, let's see how we're going. If our steel did the thing, well, it's close to it. Okay, it's doing 115 according to that. That might mean that... Oh, what are you doing? Trying to get into the delivery. No, that's not building up over. I thought it might be overloaded here. Okay, we've got new horse-drawn wagons. Ooh, technology. Ooh. You need more vehicles there. Okay, more vehicles. A little bit of maintenance while we just wait for those passenger trains to catch up. Okay. Where were we? Goods, that's only our demo route from the portal, and we're just not going to try and do anything with that. Okay, tools, it takes tools, and we make them on this map over there. Yep. And we have... Shut up. Who asked you? I have to turn that off. Hang on. Okay, you can be quiet. Thank you. Sorry. We've got plenty of room for expansion here. We've got more than enough logs and planks and stuff going up there. So, how do we get them into town? They go up there and come back down here, drop off Windermere there, come back to here, go there. There's a route there. There is. And the reason they're not coming into Stowmarket is because I think this... do the double one after you do manage line. That's it. Okay, like that. Okay, Stowmill. Yes. Loading only. Right. So, is this the one? Sawmill one? It is. So you load tools as well, and that'll now take tools down to here, over to here, up to there, into there. Okay. That improves that nicely. Good. So that's Stowmarket. Ooh, how many buses? You got people, you got numbers. That's the counterclockwise one. That's the clockwise one. That's the... well, there's more people wanting to use the train, aren't there? Manage vehicles. How many more? 2? Fair enough. Okay. Let's head on over to Windermere. Right. Doing well? Yes, that's alright. More food needed. It's 136 needed, and the most we can do with one farm is 100. Tools are good. Yep. Okay. More food. More food. How are you going to do that? More food. We need another farm. Really? Yeah. I think if we... This looks like nice arable land here. I think there'd be a farm somewhere around here. Really? Well, that's the beauty about sandbox mode, isn't it? You can add such delights. And when it's arable, meaning flat, it's cheap. Well, fair enough. Fields? Yeah, who needs fields? It's a farm. Most farms need fields. We can make that look pretty later. How's that? Okay, alright. Country road? Yes. Bendy, slightly. Coming down from here. Yes. They don't connect, do they? No, unfortunately, you have to have these things. Alright, so we're going to use the max distance principle to make as much money as we can from this short little hop. Oh, what's that? You put the pickup point there, right, and the delivery point as far away as you possibly can, right, but still making sense. That makes sense, does it? Yep. So now that's connected to that, and that knee bone's connected to there, and we can put a route in between. Okay, the new line from the farm, yes, to there, and we can call this, we'll have to call this grain 2 to food with an arrow. Food, OOD. Okay, and you're happy with that watermelon tangerine colour? Sure. Vehicles? Yes, please. We have a whole selection of vehicles to choose from now, don't we? Oh my gosh, no, we do, wrong one. We've been using these guys for... Okay, let's have a look at the latest ones. 4 at half a ton. Okay, you take 5 at 1 ton. Another 5. I kind of like these fellas still. They still have a... Yeah, I think they do too. Alright, 10. Sure. 10 of those. On to Mr. Tangerine. We'll make him Tangerine. What colour was that? That one? Looks good. On to grain 2. So what's the line rate? Yeah. 79. Well, is that enough for now? That'll boost it up sufficiently for the moment. Okay. So this guy is now being supplied with lots. Okay. So he's now... Oh, 79, hang on. Half of 79 is 38. It should hit 138. Is that enough? 138. Are you enough? For now, yes. You're going to get all that grain back here? Yes, because this is a 200 rate. This is 200, so we'll get 138 back. Okay. And this one, delivering from here to here, be 138 plus the plus the tools. 138 plus the 51. Whoa, that's 180. Wow, that's a lot. I bet you don't have 180. We have a bit. Alright, let's wait until this one then starts to get a bit clogged, because you can take 160 there before you buy any more vehicles. Okay, that's a good idea. Right, how are we doing? with our passengers. Well, let's have a little look. You're going to Stowmarket, train 1. How many have we got waiting at Stowmarket? Oh, poo. Stop. Do we need to add extra carriages? Okay, this is getting confusing. No, it isn't. And that's more than 56. So you want to add more carriages? Do I? 134? Or do you just want to leave it at 56? Well, the trouble with leaving it at 56 means that we leave a lot of passengers on the platform here, and then that can be reflected here with the stations with a penalty if our stations are overloaded. Right? What are we doing at Windermere? That's still all right. Let's just add 1. Oh, 1. You didn't make it a thing, a reversing, like, you know, with this thing. I don't have to. How come? Because it goes through the loop. Oh, duh, silly me. It didn't make any difference. Oh, did you not hit the go button? Obviously I did not hit the go button. 7, 8, 64. Thank you. Right. Okay. Windermere 87. Stowmarket. Whoa, 134. We don't need to worry about this guy. I think he's maybe we could lose another carriage. Really? Yeah, I'm not almost crept into positive. Overview, details. Where do you find the vehicle stats? Southern packs. Okay, manage vehicle. That should all be here. Finances. This is the vehicle finances. Okay, so it's not the line finances. That's it. Oh, this is confusing. Charts. How many are we transporting? That's not going to tell you anything. Okay. Go back to that because you did want to look at the finances. I'm going to kill... Oh, another one. Yeah. Save a little bit more money. Bold move. I know. But 16 and you've only got 5 waiting. Okay, fair enough. You didn't have to kill it. Yes, I did. I don't want to watch it anymore. Okay, we can watch the numbers here. Okay, so the one you're concerned about is Windermere. Yes, let's go again, please. Go back to triple. And we've got to keep an eye on this one for extra grain that is going to need to be delivered. How on earth did you ever manage this with a big map, Stephen? Even that medium one that you just gave up working on. Well, I gave up working on it because the graphics on my MacBook Air were choking, and yep. I wanted to have a bit more fun, and that's what I'm having with the tiny map. I'm able to concentrate on so much more. I can see at a glance what's happening, and conduct little experiments like this to see what works and what doesn't. Whereas when you've got, like kilometres this way and even more kilometres that way, because this is only 4x4. It's too hard for me to. I'm in retirement. I don't want to be using the brain power of working years to make quadrillion dollars. Besides, I got to over $1 billion or something in it anyway, and I thought, well, that's it. That's the game. It would be a challenge to get this up to even 100 million, I reckon. But we'll get there. Another challenge you can try. Okay, so the challenge now is, can you make $100 million from a tiny map in how many episodes? I'm not going to put a limit on that. Okay, good, eh? Alright, how are we going? Well, all we're doing is following this bloke and seeing what's happening to our numbers. Not those numbers, these numbers. We've just picked up from Windermere, and we're still on 80 waiting. And 130 waiting down at Stowmarket. I don't want to put another train on it. That is, with just 2 stops, yeah, it's just going to cost far too much money. It's just not worth it. The maintenance on these, you got the Borsig running because it's cheaper, but still, the maintenance on these is just through the roof. How are our finances going here? What's the point? Local packs? Finances? We've just... no, we're not. We're halfway through a period. It's got to be December 31 before we'll... Oh, no, it's just done it there. Oh, really? We made money. We did. In that period, we made 150-something K. With this one train. That's promising. And we just made another 255K. Okay. And you're full again. So that'll be another 255K. What's your line rate? Line rate. Line rate doesn't really work with passengers because they can vary so much, but that's the one that's interesting. Is, just over a year. Shame you can't speed that up by 24 seconds. Yeah, I know. That'll mean we'll have mostly good years, and then every now and then we'll have a bad one. Is that the way it works? Well, that's because that's 12 minutes and a little bit. And a year is 12 minutes. Okay. But that looks good. Charts. We're going to be transporting 120 people all the time by the looks of it. Oh, are you? 150. Ooh, what? 130. What? Dear oh dear. Okay, pause. Okay, what are you going to do then? How many carriages will I add is the question. Yes, that is the question. You got 64. 80. 88. You have 150 and 130, and you just left here, so 88, half of that. 75. Okay, all right. 88 will. No, 80. Big chicken. Alright, yeah, I know. It's probably already that green, but let's go, baby. Wow. Okay. So as long as you stay full, you're making heaps and heaps of money. I know. As long as I stay full. Yep. I tell you what, though, you're only doing 11 frames a second. That's pretty terrible, isn't it? I might have to call it a day with this episode and reboot the computer and see if I can... Oh, that's very stuttery. Can't do that anymore. Okay, we won't. I think the passenger line's in place. You think? Yeah. I think that's it. For now. Righto. Okay. Still got heaps and heaps of people waiting. I know. And this is building up over here, so we need to do something about that. And all of that, and the passengers. How's the other little train doing? Probably not doing much. Keep clicking on a signal. There we go. That's not it. That's the mixed freight. It must be that one then. No, that's the coal. I give up. You are that one. He's got 27 waiting, and he only holds... oh, poo, 16. Well, blow it. Let them wait. I mean, at least that way you'll be assured of a full train every trip. Is that the right thing to do? I don't know. You tell me what you think in the comments. Do you leave people on platforms? How many do you leave on platforms? I don't know, but hey, tell me what you do. It's probably easier on this tiny map because you can keep track of what's going on, but dunno. Did you like that? I did. It's hard to get this right, isn't it? Yeah. And if you liked it, well, you know what to do. Leave a comment. That's it. And you don't leave a comment. No, you tick the like button, and maybe you want to subscribe and tick that bell so that you can find out what happens next time. Because there's all sorts of things still to happen on this tiny map. I'm thinking of a tiny town. Adding, thank you to Sandbox, a little mining stroke timber town over here. Ooh, that would be interesting. Yeah, generate a few more peoples and transport and demand for resources and so on. Speaking of resources, you've still got to put all those other ones in yet, all that oil and stuff. Yeah, I'm trying to work out the best way of doing that. I mean, I could whack an oil well in, well, not down here. Why? You only want one this time, not that. Why? Because that's 100, yes, and this is 50, yes, and whacking an oil well down here involves a hell of a climb to get up to. Oh, I'm seeing zigzag in our future. That's a possibility. So many things. Could put another town down here too. Nah, too close to Stowmarket. Yeah, possibly. If you're going to have another town over here, it'd have to be over here near Yagus, or there somewhere. 1, 2, 3 towns in a triangle. Oh, you've done 11 again. You only need to do it once when you're in that. Sorry. Okay, well that's it. That's Hooroo from me, and it's a hooroo from him. And I'm Stephen Spry, and I look forward to seeing you next time. And until then, bye.